What's the Beyonce thing?
It's like this. She goes like this.
And then JC comes in with the mayonnaise and he goes. Hi, yeah, may I have 2 10-piece McNuggets? And can I get honey mustard as well as buffalo sauce, please?
Iced coffee.
Anything else for you?
What do you want in your iced coffee?
2 iced coffees, regular iced
Can we get 2 large iced coffees, please?
Three.
3 large iced coffees, please.
One with vanilla.
I'm sorry, can we get 1 with vanilla and then the other 2 black?
Anything else for you?
No, thank you. Been a long day, you know.
Okay, I'm gonna hand this off in the back for some reason.
Here.
Yeah, do it.
No
Here.
one in the back.
Yeah.
Nugget time. Nicole, I know you normally eat a 4-piece, take a 10-piece.
Oh my gosh, it's like Hanukkah.
10 McNuggets for the 8 days of Hanukkah.
If you could be any McNugget shape, what would you be? Say it on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Ball.
Boot.
You're boot. I'm ball.
I'm boot.
I love just the ball shape in my mouth. People don't know about the nugget shapes. They don't know about boot, ball, bell bone.
Well, we're here to teach you guys.
Oh, they're gonna learn
Can
something.
I have a honey musty, please?
I thought you like buffalo.
I like to go like this, and then I go like this, and then this is how I eat my nuggets.
This is kind of beautiful.
Yeah,
I love this color palette.
No, and then whichever side you want, and then flip. No, see, your bites are too big.
I'm a big man, I take big ball bite.
Isn't that a fun little thing? The little method?
McDonald's chicken nuggets.
Pink slime.
Pink slime. McDonald's takes all white meat and they just throw it into a giant industrial blender with a bunch of skin and fat and other stuff, and they freeze it and then they actually tempura fry it.
Tempura?
This is technically tempura batter. Like McDonald's calls this tempura batter. These are incredible. Like this is the best. It's the best nugget in the game. To me, it's never been beaten.
Yeah, never.
How do we fancify this and try and beat McDonald's at their own game?
I have a lot of ideas.
Help me. I'm stuck in chicken nugget ecstasy right now.
I think we should use some interesting chicken varieties.
I think you're thinking what I'm thinking.
1, 2, 3. Goth
Silkies.
chickens.
Goth.
Yeah, they're goth chickens.
Yeah, so the black skin, like kind of like blackish blue flesh
Yeah.
chicken. I'm excited about it. This is a challenge because this is a lot simpler than most of the things we've done in fancy fast food.
But you know, there's something fantastically beautiful about making simple things fancy.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm excited.
And hopefully not. And we got to do honey mustard and buffalo too.
Oh my god, boy oh boy.
What shape is this?
Boo.
This is a whale.
Bone. Boo bone.
It's a boob.
You spit in my eye, you cretin.
Let's go make some fancy nuggets. Because chicken nuggets are so simple, we have to like really infuse every single layer with a lot of flavors, but we got a plan to do that, right? So we're taking herbe de Provence, right? This is like lavender, oregano, thyme, sage, rosemary,
No oregano.
marjoram, garlic,
No.
thyme,
Yes.
earth, wind, and fire all inside of this. But herbe de Provence, we're gonna use that to season the chicken. Then we have a classic 4 peppercorn blend. We got pink, we got green, we got white, and then an ingredient I'm very, very excited about.
Didn't you say 4 peppercorns?
Green, pink, white, black, pink. Oh, black pink, I love them.
Yeah, me too.
All right, and then we got this awesome Sancho peppercorn. This is actually 50 bucks a bottle. It comes from the seed of the Japanese prickly ash plant. It's sort of a green variation on the Sichuan peppercorn. So you're gonna get that mala kind of numbing effect.
Cool. I've never used something like this, so.
And then we're also going to make condiments for this, right? So we're doing a buffalo sauce. We got Fresno chilies for that. And then we also have chile chiltepin,
Cool.
which is this very small sort of chile de árbol that is from Mexico. It is incredibly expensive and very, very flavorful. We're also, for the vinegar on that, we got Balsamico Blanco, some 15-year aged white balsamic that's going in
Wait,
there.
this looks thick.
And then we're gonna make a fancy honey mustard, right? So I figured what better thing to make honey mustard out of than mead, which is actually fermented honey liqueur.
Shut up.
All right, and then we got avocado blossom honey, one of my favorite variations of honey. It's got a lot more earthiness to it.
Can I smell it?
Yeah, give it a huff.
It's so dark looking. I don't think I've ever had.
You want me to waterfall
No,
in your
no,
mouth?
no.
What? Sorry.
Just got my hair done. That smells beautiful.
A lot earthier, a lot like less floral than your typical wildflower, clover, orange blossom honey, etc.
Whoa.
Then to add to that earthiness for the honey mustard, we're gonna be throwing some black truffle mayonnaise in it.
You're adding mayonnaise in the mustard?
You gotta add mayonnaise in the mustard.
Are you crazy?
Every good honey mustard has mayonnaise in it. We're not having this fight right now.
No, okay.
The mustard for the honey mustard, we're using maille.
Maille.
It's actually male.
Mr. Worldwide Mustard.
Pitbull, come on the show! Come make nuggets with us. And then for the actual chicken nuggets themselves, we have a whole chicken. So this is a black silky chicken, right? Got this beautiful white plumage out in the wild, but it's got this dark black skin and then this sort of bluish black flesh. I have never actually worked with these before. I fried up some silky chicken wings once. It was pretty wild, but we're actually going to break that down and grind up all parts of the silky chicken, including some of the skin. And then we're gonna cut that with some duck breast. We want that night flesh meat. Yeah, Nicole, open the pièce de résistance there. Is that Marcellus Wallace's soul?
No, It's Ace of Spades.
Yeah, so we have Armand de Brignac, AKA Ace of Spades champagne. This is owned by Jay-Z. He's trying to like turn it into...
Jay-Z owns this?
Jay-Z owns it. Jay-Z is as much a part of this as anything. It's me, you, Jay, and Beyonce right now in this kitchen.
This is crazy.
We're actually going to make a tempura batter with that because as we talked about.
That's like honestly sacrilegious, man.
It's not. We're gonna drink some of it, of course.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. Have you ever seen the music video when Beyonce's in the hot tub and then she like pours out the bottle, like she doesn't even care? When I'm like making the tempura batter, I just want to dump it in like Beyonce's like, I don't even care. I'm gonna do that.
This show is just an excuse to drink at work.
Yeah.
Nicole, when you took Krav Maga classes, did they teach you how to disarm a man with a knife?
Yeah, they did. You say, stop.
Oh my God, that's sharp. All right, so we're gonna start breaking down these silky chickens. So we're gonna try and use meat from every single part of the silky chicken. I always like to take off the wings first. Wings are just a kind of really easy thing to start with.
I do it a little bit differently than you. I don't just start
do that?
cutting. So the first thing I do is I just take a wing and I like pop it out of the socket.
Yeah, and a chicken is like a puzzle, right? It's very limby and anatomical. So you just gotta go and you just gotta pop the bones. You can see it actually exposed, and then you get the knife just sort of into that ridge.
Like so. Also this, you can take off and wear as earrings.
Oh my God, I want to turn this whole thing into earring. We are gonna start a whole line of dead animal jewelry. Go to mythical.com to buy just rancid chicken meat. Okay, so now I'm just removing the breast. This is where we're gonna get a majority of that meat from, but honestly, Silkies have such small chicken breasts.
How does that look?
It looks pretty good. I mean, I got like a nice solid clean chicken breast out of this.
That's a beautiful fillet.
I'm taking that, so I'm gonna pop that in the meat bowl, Kobe. All right, real quick, we're just gonna take this duck breast, and I'm just gonna cut it into some large chunks. Again, McDonald's, right? Their chicken McNuggets are all white meat. But that was the thing to satisfy health-conscious parents, because they were like, we're gonna take our fried bird meat served with a gigantic Coca-Cola and French fries and make it healthier by using all white meat, and then they made it worse. So we're gonna reverse that curse, and we're going back to the OG dark meat chicken McNuggets. We're making the darkest meat chicken McNuggets. I mean, look at the color palette we're working with on here. We got black, blue, and red.
It's like My Chemical Romance chicken.
This is that Hot Topic chicken.
So I'm gonna start grinding, or am I gonna wait for your spices to toast?
Start grinding, start grinding. I'm gonna toast the spices, I'll pound them up, and then we'll just kind of mix as we go.
I have another question.
What's that?
Can I wear gloves?
Why?
I just got my nails done.
We've taken an active anti-glove stance in this kitchen from the beginning.
3, 2, 1.
That's pretty messed up looking, I love that. Nicole, jam faster.
I'm trying. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, I broke it.
We gotta jam. We should have probably cut the bird meat up smaller. This is a good thing. So you see how it's just turning the meat into a paste? This is what McDonald's does with their nuggets. They put it in a giant industrial blender, turn it into a slime that looks like a pink starburst. That's what we're doing, but with the metal chicken.
Can I turn this off for a sec? I think we should probably unscrew it and see what's going on the inside.
Yeah. Oh, we probably got some skin.
Come on.
We need a chopstick.
Okay, get a chopstick. Ugh, bro, this is like straight up slime.
You gotta get a paintbrush in there. Yeah, there it was. It was skin. Fun tip. When you're grinding silky chickens, don't put the skin in the grinder because it will get jammed in there and then you get the tube paste. I know what you're saying, Josh. This is called fancy fast food. This seems like gross, normal bird paste. Wow. Look at all this beautiful ground up bird meat.
Look at all those chickens.
That went so beautifully well.
Yeah.
Because we're good at our job.
Seamless.
And look at Nicole's nails.
Intact.
All right, Nicole, can you go ahead and salt that chicken meat? I'm gonna go ahead and take this beautiful Sancho peppercorns, that herb de Provence, and our other 4 peppercorns. This is a 5 peppercorn chicken, that's a lot. I'm just gonna bash this up into a powder because we wanna like season the meat all throughout. And pound it!
Oh.
I'm going! Okay.
So this is supposed to leave me with like a numbing quality?
Yeah, just a little bit. Just kind of that slight prickly feeling on the palate. Then you're getting all that floralness from the lavender in there as well. And so I'm just gonna give this a hefty sprinkling in there.
Wow, that's so interesting to me.
Yeah. It's like a flavor profile that I've never had before. Yeah, mash it. Do you want gloves?
It's okay.
Yeah, there you go, Nicole. Ruin that nice manicure.
It's okay, it was gonna get ruined anyways.
You shouldn't have nice things if you're gonna work here.
Oh,
The numbing
just set in right now.
Right?
What? Ah.
Kind of feels like your mouth's being electrocuted, which is very cool. And that's why this stuff costs 50 bucks a bottle. So we got our chicken paste all seasoned up, and now we need to form it into nuggies.
I'm so excited.
Yeah. Lube me up.
Crease.
Thanks. you gotta kind of start with a ball, and then you're gonna kind of shape it down. This is like the grossest thing we've ever done. Oh, we got a lot of skin in this one.
Ew, Josh. I know.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We're done. Nicole, now we have our chicken nuggets form. These are gonna be tempura and fried in that Armand de Brignac champagne. But now we got to make our dipping sauces.
Oh my gosh.
We're making buffalo sauce out of this. Buffalo sauce, right, is a combination of clarified butter with some sort of vinegar and chili.
Did you purposely get buffalo butter for buffalo sauce?
Sauce. No, not at all. But that's cool though. All right, so we're gonna start clarifying that, which means that you are extracting all of those milk solids, right?
Yeah.
Out of the butter, and then you're leaving it with just sort of the liquid parts. That's gonna blend very evenly with our chilies. Speaking of chilies, what the heck? We got
I did it.
excellent cooking skills.
Thank you.
Do you want to start de-seeding chilies and I'll get some garlic out?
I need gloves.
What are you talking about, gloves? Why are you so high maintenance?
It's a new thing that I've picked up.
You get engaged once and you think.
I'm gonna go get gloves.
Go get gloves, go get gloves. So while Nicole's doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and take garlic. I really love garlic in my buffalo sauce. That's heating quick. So now I'm gonna take my garlic, we're gonna palm heel strike to get our garlic out, and then we're actually going to start infusing this into all of this balsamic vinegar.
I wanna try it, Cause
Open your hand. It is very nice and kind of syrupy, which a lot of like.
Oh my God, it's beautiful.
Oh, it's almost kind of saccharine. It's very sweet, but also got this just beautiful acidity to it. You actually taste the grapes in it really well.
That's beautiful,
So we're gonna
Josh.
turn that into buffalo sauce. So now I'm gonna clear the knife. I got a palm heel strike on my garlic. I'll be quick. Palm heel strike! So now we're just gonna throw the garlic into the vinegar. We're gonna get that all infused. I think the garlic should help emulsify this into the butter as well.
Should I add the chilies?
Yeah, so go ahead and add the chilies, and all we're gonna do is we're gonna let these soak for a couple minutes.
Awesome.
And then we're gonna blend everything up. With the butter, we're waiting for all that foam to rise to the top, right? Which is the butter, milk, fat, solids separating.
Solids.
Solids.
Yeah, I've done this before. I went to culinary school. This was one of the first things I ever learned.
My name's Nicole. I went to culinary school. I went to the culinary school of hard knocks.
Do you want me to skim off some of the top?
Yeah, I trust you. You know, you went to culinary school.
Yeah. Why are you laughing at me?
I laugh at the more educated than me.
I don't think I'm more educated than you at all.
I failed intro Spanish.
Do you know what Fresno means in Spanish?
Es muy difícil, pero soy cansado.
Look at that.
Yeah, so Fresno chilies Fresno means,
Ash tree.
but it was actually a farmer who was growing these peppers. He sort of invented them in 1952, and he named it after Fresno. Fresno, did you know, was the first city to get the Doritos Locos Taco.
No, but that's so interesting. Do you know anything else about Fresno, Josh?
Yeah, they have a great convention center that I once threw shot put in as a beefy teen. So we're gonna go ahead and pour all the chilies and garlic and all that beautiful white balsamic in here. And then we're gonna blend this up, and then we're just gonna simply mix that with butter. Nicole, you gotta, oh, it's nice and smoking, I love that. You're gonna take this mead, which again is fermented honey liquor. It was fashionable for kings in the 13th century to drink it, which makes it fancy and it makes it good for nugget dipping.
Smells like Manischewitz.
Let me huff.
Smells just like Manischewitz.
This smells like childhood.
Yeah.
So people don't tell you this, but Jews, we get drunk from an early age.
A smile of fortune, how interesting.
We get like religiously drunk. Like it's drunkenness for piety. You know what I mean?
What?
You gotta drink the 4 glasses of wine at Pesach.
I just dipped my finger in the grape juice. Do I just pour all of this in?
Yeah, pour all of it in. We're gonna reduce that essentially to a mead syrup, and then we want to cut that with honey as well, and then that's gonna reduce. We're gonna mix it with this beautifully fancy French moutarde, and then we're gonna let that cool, mix it with the mayonnaise. But now, we gotta blend this up. Ah! I'm gonna go high. Let all the chili spin up. Then I'm gonna add some of this, then I'm gonna add some of the smoked cherry wood salt to it, and I think it's really gonna let this buffalo sauce sing. That's looking great. That's reducing hard.
Should I start adding the honey and the mustard now? Or should I wait?
Yeah, you can. I would say wait on the mustard. You can totally add the honey now. And the sugar's just gonna.
Josh.
Just breathe through it. Nicole, play through the pan. I'm gonna try and just kind of slowly add the butter. And again, we don't want to reheat this. Let's see if that's enough.
Wow, stunning.
Stunning. What a gorgeous color.
I want a sweater that color.
Oh my God, you look so good in that.
Can
color.
you knit me a? Do you know how to knit?
So fall. Oh, of course I know how to knit. I don't freaking know how to knit. Are you kidding me? I don't know how to do anything but like cook and lift
I
heavy
feel
objects.
like you have. Oh.
I thought it was gonna be like a salt sprinkler. Well, let's see what it tastes like. All right, so this buffalo sauce is a little hot right now, but when it tightens up and comes to room temperature, all that clarified butter, again, that's not going to re-solidify. That should become nice and viscous. You wanna taste it?
I would love to. That has no business being that delicious.
Yes, it does.
How does that look?
I think that's pretty good. I think we
Okay.
can start dumping in our mustard.
Okay, cool.
And then we have to let that cool down before we add our mayonnaise because you don't want to cook the mayonnaise. You'll scramble it.
Oh, this smells so.
Like that?
Dude, everything smells so expensive right now. I'm like.
Smell like Sophia Loren's toilet. Who's Sophia Loren?
How much do I
Dump
put?
it, all of it. Yeah, get all that mustard in there. You gotta bash it.
Hold on.
You
have
it.
a heavy hand, and you're gonna hurt
Yes.
me. But thwap with caution.
Palm heel strike!
How's that looking, boss man?
That's looking pretty good. So we just need to let that reduce down, then we're gonna cool it, and then we're gonna add our mayonnaise, and then I think we're good. Did you spice it up?
You can spice it up. That was good. Good job. I'm gonna do the Beyonce thing.
What's the Beyonce thing?
Pop it and I'll show you. Woo!
Nailed it.
Mazel tov!
What's the Beyonce thing?
It's like this.
And then JC comes in with the mayonnaise and he goes. What we're gonna do now is we gotta take this, we gotta start, Nicole, stir this with chopsticks. We don't wanna overmix the batter. And then we're adding the mayonnaise into it because a lot of people will add eggs, but egg whites have moisture in them. Japanese mayonnaise is an emulsification of egg yolks and oil, got a little bit of MSG in it as well. And so that's just gonna help this be crispy. It's gonna disperse the oil. Yeah, more champagne. I'm Beyonce now.
No, you gotta have a stank face. Like you own it, like you own the brand,
I can only fizz face. All right, so we're getting our oil, and again, that is this Japanese tea seed oil, which has a very high smoke point. A lot of people say that tempura was originally made using sesame oil, but that has an incredibly strong flavor. Then taste switched to tea seed oil, but now that canola and vegetable is so much cheaper, people typically use that. But we're not about the cheap stuff here on fancy fast food. So we're using tea seed oil. It has a very light flavor profile, but it's slightly aromatic, so you should get a really lovely taste off of that. These are gonna drop the oil temp a little bit, but I'm not too worried about that.
Okay.
I'm gonna flour it first. Typically, you wouldn't even flour tempura first, but typically ground chicken is also not tempura, so we're kind of in uncharted territory.
Cool.
I'm gonna drop it in that, flip it around with the chopsticks.
How's that?
That's good, that's looking good.
Okay.
Pick it up, drain it, and then very gently swish it into the oil. Yeah. And release. It should work out, I think.
This oil smells very, very good. It's like a really intoxicating oil smell.
It almost reminds me of like roasted barley in a way. So we're getting a fair amount of rise out of this tempura batter, which typically you wouldn't get, but again, we did add a ton of champagne in there.
It flipped on its own. Did you see that?
These nuggets are so fancy, they will flip on their own.
They're self-aware.
Wow. All right, I'm gonna start dropping nuggets into the flour, into the batter, but we do wanna do this one at a time to hopefully give them as much attention as possible.
When my chopsticks touch the actual tempura batter, it is like crisp.
Is it?
It's like touching a rock. Is that good?
I think it's pretty good. It doesn't look super much like a McNugget, but you do see that it's very juicy and that batter is incredibly crispy. I'm gonna use my hands.
But
I think, no. I think that's the proper move, and then you can pass it back and forth.
But Josh,
Kind of splash it over.
I want to be fancy.
Hands are fancy. Nicole, you ever hear of like a hand-tailored suit? This is a hand-tailored McNugget. All right, there we go. The oil's a little bit higher than 180. How's this one looking?
I don't know.
It's looking more McNuggety because this one's a little pancakey. The batter got a little thick. As that pastry flour really sort of hydrates, I love what's happening there.
You like this?
I like that. This is actually really incredible. You see, like, I mean, this kind of has that McNuggety look a little bit. You see the dark chicken flesh underneath. It has that really lacy, ultra crispy batter. I think this is the way to go, Nicole.
Awesome.
Nicole, we got our McBougie McNuggets.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
Nicole, will you marry my nuggets?
No, I'm spoken for. Thank you, though.
This is awkward. Let's see how they stack up to the OG McNuggets.
What about the sauces in there?
I'm going. God, we've been not married for 2 minutes. We're already fighting. All right, so these are technically tempura batter, but I think we got a much more traditional tempura batter on ours. These are gonna be extra light and crispy. They're a little bit bigger, also much darker fleshed. We gotta taste these to remember how they are. Okay.
That was really good.
Godly, how is this gonna be better? Is it gonna be better?
I don't know, but I feel like I'm back in dance class. My mom used to take me to McDonald's after dance class.
Give us a twirl. She learned nothing. Okay, now we gotta try our fancy McNuggets. We got our sauces.
I've been practicing this face for a long time.
Nicole, let's dig in. I'm really excited to try these. I am very curious. I've been eyeing this one. They're so plump.
I know. Josh, before we dip, will you be my sauce boss?
Oh my God, right here. I can't believe it. I never thought this day would happen. It's like I see all the other girls on Instagram and they look so beautiful. I look like trash. I look like a garbage raccoon. I live in a dumpster. Okay, wait, we gotta do the method, right?
This is still a beautiful color palette though. Look
This
at that.
is a beautiful color palette. We got all that beautiful, all the currants and stuff that were in that mead. All the Fresno chilies. This is wild.
Cheers.
Can't cross-pollinate. All right.
That tempura though.
Oh my God, I'm getting all that Sancho pepper.
Yo.
I can actually see the silky chicken skin in there.
This is crazy.
Think about the floralness of the lavender and the Sancho pepper in there.
All of those beautiful flavors are marrying together so well.
Unbelievable. The honey mustard,
Yum.
It literally tastes like McDonald's honey mustard, except every flavor is like to an exponent. It's ramped up to 11.
I thought it was impossible to make a McDonald's chicken McNugget better.
Literally, we took everything and ramped it up by an exponent. Because like, you taste all the white pepper in the McDonald's. This, we have 5 pepper peppercorns plus the Sichuan is giving me that little bit of numminess. We took the buffalo sauce, we added just much better peppers, much sweeter butter, much more floral vinegar. And then this is like, has all that intoxicating aroma of that fancy French mustard. Oh my God.
I have to ask you though, how much did this cost?
Honestly, a bargain. You know, $231.19 to make all these, but that's, I mean, after tax, you know, we make charitable donations on the show.
I can't believe it cost you that much to make these, but honestly, it's worth it.
People gotta go make these at home. Cash out your 401k. I don't know what a 401k is. Thank you so much for stopping by the Mythical Kitchen. We got new episodes out for you every week. Nicole and I got a new episode of our podcast, A Hot Dog is a Sandwich, out every Wednesday wherever you get your podcasts. Hit us up on Instagram at Mythical Kitchen with pictures of your mythical dishes under hashtag Dreams Become Food. See you next time. You can cook up your own feast while wearing the Mythical Kitchen apron, available now at mythical.com.